Welcome. It's so nice to be back here on Friday. Thank you, Richard, for opening up the platform on SPTV for the community and spirit. Thank you to my girl, Jennifer Rose, for stepping in as a host last week with Paul Bannister. Weren't they amazing? I was laying down, watching them roll and rock it with spirit. My heart could not have been more grateful as I get to watch them both flow in what they love to do. So today, I have my girl Nadia, who's backstage, and she's already on screen. Oh, Richard already just put her on here. Nadia, what's up, girl? You're in here with me.
I have no clues. I'm just here anyway. It doesn't matter.
I love how that just worked out. That's how magical she is. She just appears like that, like nothing.
I could see myself as that thing. I am here.
Nadia, girl, what are you doing on screen? Check you out. Welcome, my girl.
Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Richard. Thank you, everybody at Spiritual Talk TV. Sorry, losing my voice. Thank you, everybody.
So it is an honor to have you here. You and I have the opportunity to work before, and it's really phenomenal watching you work. I know a little bit about your background, but would you mind sharing with the audience of who you are, what you do, but before we do that, before we get into Nadia's background, let's get some shout outs, y'all. Let's get some what's ups. Let's go ahead, Richard. Can you roll them? Hi, Seashells. Welcome,
Hi,
my
Seashell.
love. She was like rocking it. She was the first girl here. Millie B, girl. What's up, Millie B? She's saying hello, Richard, Debbie, and the guests. Hello, Millie. Hello, Serena. Can you see the comments, my love? You can
Hi,
go ahead
everybody.
and get some shout outs.
Hi, guys. Oh, Serena. Hi, Serena. Hi, Millie. Hi, everybody. Apologies. I'm also blind as a bat. I'm the perfect woman. I'm deaf, blind, and bruised.
Oh my gosh, Nadia, you and I both. Let me get my glasses on. Thank goodness for the way he can zoom in to the
I
words.
know.
Richard's so good at the comments. Do you need them bigger, Nadia?
No, I'm okay now. No, I'm fine. I got close to the screen. I don't want to freak the people out because I'm going to get close and I think I'm just looking into their souls. No, guys, I can't see you.
And then, when I go like this and I can't hear, I'm still having them in my earbuds. I'm like, what did you say? Okay, let's go. Thank you, Richard. I never had a reading from you, Natasha. Oh, I love the beautiful hair, Natasha. Well, hopefully we can get to you. We are really going to hold space for spirit today. I just can't wait to open up the platform for some readings. I love it, Mr. Man Smith. I love the giggles. Hi, Jan. Hi, Kath. Oh, Bald Eagle, you had such an amazing reading from Jennifer. My heart goes out to you. I was sending you so much love. Kaza in the house. Oh, Susanna from the UK. Now, you're from Ireland, right? So, girl, you know how we rocking it over here. I'm in California. This whole together without borders is such a beautiful experience. Carolyn, hi, good evening, sweet souls. Please, would love a message. Blessings. Hi, Gabby.
Hello, Gabby.
Hello, my beautiful. Deb Mack.
Hi, Debbie.
I love her picture. She's like got that mysterious look. Like, ooh, I'm coming.
I know, they all look gorgeous.
Yeah, hello,
Hi,
Iris. Hello, Isabel. Oh, Stacy Shaw, girl. Hello, beautiful soul. She's saying hello, Richard. Maribel Ivara Rodriguez. Hello, mijita. Welcome. Karen Patricia Cali. Good evening from Lincoln, UK. Good evening.
Guys.
Hello, Annie from Scotland. All right. It looks like we have an amazing house filled with love. So I'm really, really excited. Nadia, before we jump into some readings and open it up more, talk a little bit about yourself now. Let's let the people know who you are and what you do.
So I'm Nadia. I'm French by birth. I've actually been living in Dublin here in Ireland the past 6 years. Used to live in Scotland. I lived in Russia as well. My parents are from former Yugoslavia. I speak 6 languages.
Woo!
And so I have a corporate background. I used to be a sales director, and until I came to Ireland and I got some brain surgeries, brain tumors between 2014 and 15, 3 brain surgeries. And the last one, I asked at the time, I didn't say spirit world, but the higher realms, God, whoever was above me, I said, if you save me, I'm going to get my acts together and I'm going to find my path. And I found an amazing hypnotherapist at the time who helped me with my, anyway, issues, grief, etc. And I came to Ireland in 2017. And I know I was sent here by my dad, who's in spirit, to actually find who I was. I came with a suitcase, left everything behind, came with my cat, and I said, okay, Ireland, show me who I am, who I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
And since then, I trained as I'm a multi-winning award hypnotherapist, a trauma-focused hypnotherapist. I am a Reiki master, a mind coach, and a grief educator
Yes.
as well. And obviously, hopefully a medium tonight. Usually I
Yes.
am, so hopefully.
You are a medium, but you do so many amazing things. What a story. And I know you and I have talked about this before, the inspiration that you give to so many to take that leap of faith on thyself and that self-care. And I think many of us go through those journeys, and not once, but
Absolutely.
twice or multiple times, we can really dive into thy understanding of what we're experiencing and feeling. And you've been there for me, for my clients when they're working. And so I just have so much respect for the work that you do for spirit and
Thank you.
holding space for those who are processing their emotions. So thank you
You're
for
very
being a
welcome.
conduit for spirit. And let's dive in, Richard. Can we roll them so we can see readings? Can you? Okay. So y'all, who's okay? So
So if you
let's.
so can we just talk then?
Yeah, I don't mind talking, girl. Like you and I, we can talk all day. You and I
I
have
know that's dangerous, when I'm with you. I love you so
that's
much today, but you have an amazing energy, and I just love that type of energy. So it's the type of person that you're a true ambassador for spirit, and you're just an inspiration as well. So I love that.
Oh, my beautiful friend, thank you so much for your kind words. For those that are listening here, can we share some love? Can we give Nadia some hearts and some love? Share the love, share the love, give the hearts. Nadia is amazing. You guys are going to watch her flow. I
No
mean,
pressure.
she will take you into the deep of that soul work. That's for sure. I think one time when you actually finally got to read me, I was like bawling in tears. I was like,
I
yes,
know. Yeah,
Nadia, I
yeah, it
could
happens.
take all that. But that's the beauty of the power that comes with spirit.
Absolutely.
When I go and I sit into that trance or to that deeper work, and it's like that energy that just comes, and it gets you right where it's supposed to. That's the beauty of the unfoldment for a soul, right? And I
Mm.
just eat it all up.
Well, it's
So
all
you,
about, blending with them and just, bringing all the love across all this, across the world, really. Because if we have a look tonight, we have Scotland, we probably have England somewhere, we have, America, and we might have
yes,
Ireland, as well. I don't know, but it's just amazing to see, as you said before, Debbie, how nowadays there's no boundaries, there's no limits. We can just serve spirit and work with spirit like worldwide and help the loved ones here, and
yeah,
share that love, because at the end of the day, I think we'll all agree it's just sharing that unconditional love. And I get all
yeah.
excited because as soon as I get ready to work with spirit, I'm like, all this love coming in. And I was just talking to myself today, which I do quite a lot, and saying, well, isn't it amazing to just have that trust in these beautiful beings and to be able to just bring, their love here today, and every time we work and serve them, really.
Yes, thank you for sharing. For those who have
Thanks for
shared,
sharing, guys.
thank you so kindly for sharing. Nadia, you said the perfect word, trust. And there's a
Hmm.
time where, our development changes on how we see spirit and how we process the connection and how we're feeling into all that energy. And I know Richard said it in such a beautiful way, that trust that we're feeling into and we're growing with, and
Yeah.
that bond of that connection is so sacred, it's so personal. And I just love how you really, really process that. When people get to see you work, I know it's going to be phenomenal. I know this about you. Um,
Thank you.
sings All We Need Is Love. Do, 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 do. All we need is love. That's right, Stacey.
Keep singing, guys. Keep singing. Raise the
all we need,
vibrations.
I
Yeah.
know, all we
Yeah.
need is, Richard's like, gosh, God help me, please. This girl, she was gone 1 week and now I'm having her sing to me. But you know, thank you all for those who did send me healing and send Richard some healing because he's got a little headache now. All of a sudden. I can't help it. How I be rocking it. You know, we got to sing because that's what's up. That's how we be changing the vibration. But, you know, when we're in that place and we are getting those messages with spirit, with music, and the dance and the song, all of that comes with that vibration. It comes, you know, with that frequency of how will you let your soul fill into that energy? You know, how will you let your spirit be moved to be uplifted and inspired? Because you as a trauma specialist, you know that is not an easy thing to do when you're really not feeling good. So what do you tell others to do to change that shift of perspective of feelings, and what's the biggest thing that you go to?
For me, genuinely, I have to be honest, I'm in my line of work because I deal with, you know, difficult stories as well on a daily basis between grief and different types of trauma. And I forgot to mention I'm training currently to become an end-of-life therapist in palliative care as well. So I'm actually going to have full circle between end of life to helping people who are actually transitioning, but also helping people obviously who see their loved ones transition and after the transition. And it is true that it affects, you know, obviously we're human beings. So sometimes you go home, especially they have readings in between or readings in the evening or demonstration like today, the readings here. But for me, it's just remembering that to be able to be a good vessel for my clients and also for spirit, you know, in different type of work I do, is that I need to switch off. Like when I'm finishing, I need to switch off and then come back to my own self, center myself, ground myself, because I can't be a good vessel to anyone, you know, incarnate or discarnate, if I am not coming back to who I am, to myself, and if I don't raise my vibrations. Because for me, what really works, and I know you probably share this with me, Debbie, it's I love a beat music. I am a happy person. I love, even when things happen and it's not always nice or happy, because we all have issues, I really actually train myself. It's a training. I use the word train. I train myself to be happy. And you know, I sometimes look in the mirror and I just smile, even though I don't feel like smiling. And then you can't be in a bad mood anymore, because just by the physical act of smiling and stretching your muscles, then you can't be in a bad mood. I defy even people, I challenge people to try that. Try, even if you're upset, go in front of a mirror and smile a couple of times, and you'll see how, you know, you will come back to yourself and you will just slow down and think, okay, it's maybe not as bad, or maybe there's a silver lining, or maybe, you know, because you can't fake the smile. At some stage, you really, really feel, oh, okay, it's not that bad. And it's all about, you know, self-care routines, and also something that we talked about already, but it's trust. Is who am I? How can I be of service? What do I need to do to be of service? Because that I found my path when I came here. And now I always say to myself, how can I still be of service? What else can I do to be of service? But to be of service, as I said, I need to have this physical and mental vessel.
That's right.
In order, you know. So, and that's what I would advise.
Yeah, I think this. Thank you
thanks,
for sharing
Serena, because Serena said lovely energy this evening. Thank you, Serena.
Yeah.
Delighted. Hopefully nobody falls asleep.
Yeah, don't fall asleep. Did you all continue to share? Did you all share the light? Because, you know, Richard, we tend to forget that. So share. I get so like invested in the conversation, and it's like the energy just takes us, right?
I know.
And I find that a lot of us all start this journey for self because of something that we've gone through on a personal level.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So I feel like this theme this week is really self-care. I had the opportunity to be a guest speaker with Jennifer Rose, and it's really understanding. I got to talk about thyself. You know, we go back to what do we need physically? What do we need mentally, emotionally? Where are our own energetic bodies talking to us and saying to us, and giving that awareness? It's not an easy task to look at yourself. It's a hard job.
It's the worst. It's the hardest. It's the hardest because we're very good and we've been conditioned this way. And as a hypnotherapist, I always say that to people, we've been conditioned to look after everybody else. no problem. But when it comes to self, we'd rather, oh no, hang on, I've no time, or I'm doing something else. And then we forget to work on the most important, as you said, know thyself and really work with the spirit within. Like,
Hmm.
because we have to
That's the
honor the
beauty.
spirit within. You know, we
Yes.
like as mediums here tonight, we can't, and that's what I was explaining to a client a couple of days ago. We can't work with the spirits out there if we have not worked on the spirit within. And working with the spirit
Exactly.
within is an ongoing journey, as we know. So
And I love that because you're about empowerment. You're a woman of empowerment. I am all about empowerment. What does that feel like for you? What is your intuition telling you? And it's really when you develop that bond of, okay, this is what my spirit
mm,
needs, there's that link for thyself first. And then you can welcome spirit and to come into that close of
that's
one
right.
to say, this is
Yeah,
spirit. So this is where a lot of times we'll say, what's my energy and what's someone else's energy? And so we're processing it as you develop that link for thyself. It strengthens that understanding of,
absolutely.
all right, I got this. Okay, I see this. But it's also an opportunity to give yourself compassion, be gentle, and forgive yourself for the things
Mm,
that have happened, because we will see things that are very looking at us in a vulnerable way of saying, okay, this, I don't like this,
absolutely.
but let's correct this. And be realistic. Keep it realistic, and keep it in a place where one step at a time, one job at a time. Journaling
Mm.
it out, feeling to the emotions. Work with that thought. Work with what you're seeing, and allow the beauty to unfold in a very natural, organic way. I
I
say.
think something that you just said really strikes a chord, and I think I can only top it up or reinforce it. When you say, one thing at a time, and I think nowadays it's just the way society is, I mean, we can't change that, but we can't change the society, but we can change maybe the society one person at a time. But it's like we forget to slow down. And I see it
Yes.
myself, it's all about fast pace. And sometimes I catch myself and I said, hang on a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Breathe, Nadia, breathe, because I do da 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 da. Everything I need to do. I'm very driven. I'm a business owner as well, and I'm like very driven.
Yes.
And then sometimes I even forget. I think one of my friends sent to me a while back. She said, "Did you notice you forgot to breathe?" I was like, I was just working and doing. She said, "Just breathe, just relax and take it one step at a time, one task at a time, because we're so used and we're conditioned now more than ever to deliver, to do, to do things. And also the other way, to get, immediate reward, instant gratification. I
Yes.
feel we have slightly got out of touch about delayed gratification, expecting good things to come and enjoying the expectancy, not just I want it now and I want this now. And the same, I think when we do readings as well, it's that blend with spirit, and spirit will, guide us. We work with them. Sometimes we know we're very keen. Here you go, spirit. How did you pass? What's happening? But spirit
Yes.
just takes the lead here, and guides us the way they also want to work. And they taught me personally to slow down.
Yeah. And I think that's the power of now. Okay, perfect. Thank you all for
Thank
sharing.
you,
I think
everybody.
I think the power of now, going back to it, there is a gratitude. There's medicine in gratitude and
Mhm.
acknowledging where you're at this moment, wherever you are in your healing journey. May God bless you, and your feet be lifted by that hand of God always as you continue that awakening steps for all of you. So thank you all for sharing. Thank you all for sending the hearts and sending the extra love. Let's go, Nadia. Thank you for just opening up that conversation in the way that maybe some of us all can resonate and feel a little bit of like, okay, it's not just me, there are others, because trust me, we all process and we receive and we work through it just as much as
Absolutely.
you all do. So thank you for holding
Thanks,
space,
Debbie,
yeah.
and thanks, everybody.
Yeah. Okay. Richard on a good one, y'all. I love this about him. Oh, Deborah Long,
Thank you,
mad love
Deborah.
to you, girl, for sharing.
And
Serena,
Serena.
thank you for sharing. Woo, I love this. I
Caroline, thank you.
thank you, Caroline, for sharing, girl. Like your beautiful energies, Natasha. You
Natasha.
need to
Here you
share
go.
into
She give us she
groups
give
to
us a good
get the
advice.
share.
Thanks, Natasha.
Yes, girl. Share all to the groups. Invite the people. Invite
Thanks,
everyone. Thank
Stace.
you, Stacy. We Wow!
Thanks, Danny.
Thank you, Danny. Oh, I love your hair. Beautiful
Thanks,
girl.
Lynn.
Thank you, Lynn, for sharing. How do I...
Hello,
Canada in the
Andrea.
house. That's what's up. Thank you for sharing, Andrea. Debbie Mack, I shared. It's not
Thanks,
showing up.
Debbie.
Share it, girl. Share it. Thank you. So who else hasn't shared, y'all? Get your names on that board. Come on, y'all. Let's share. I love this. I feel like I'm at the fair all of a sudden and I'm got to race and I got to go. Didn't you just tell us this? Okay. So Nadia, as the names come forward, you just kind of go to where your heart is opened up to, okay? And I'll let you start and I'll follow your lead. Is that okay?
Yep. Ooh. I feel very much drawn to Caroline.
Me too.
Caroline. Okay, Caroline. Now, okay, so let's go. Shall I start? Yeah. Okay.
Yes, baby. I'm here. I got you.
I have Caroline. I have a mother here. I have a mother here, and I feel now as mom is coming to me and into my energy. I know I feel very unwell with mom, but I'm also coming with not only love with mom or someone like mom, but I'm also coming with I'm sorry for some reason. I'm getting that there is something that she is telling me she's very grateful about, but she's also making amends in the way energy is blending with mine, Caroline. Does that make sense? A mother or someone like a mom to you, Caroline?
What else do you feel into that? Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Okay, so we can just flow with it. Okay. Um, okay. Well, as I said, I do feel mom was quite unwell before she passed, but I feel that there is a lot of gratitude from her to you. And I feel that there is some unfinished business in a way that she didn't maybe have, I wouldn't say she didn't have the time to say thank you, but she didn't know how to say it. I feel there is something with her emotion. She's making me feel quite emotionally withdrawn. So I really feel with this lady, I'm coming to say I love you because I never managed to say it when the right way. She keeps bringing me to the right way when she was in this physical realm. And I feel with mom as well. Okay, I feel a hospital with mom, and I know that she wasn't happy towards the end to be in the situation she was because I hear the word being a fierce lady, uh, and uh, and she didn't like the fact that she got weaker and weaker. Now she's a strong woman, and I know she's a very strong personality, and she's telling me now I did my very best for you all. I did my very best, but I'm sorry I couldn't show you how much you meant to me. That's what I get at the moment here. And she's telling me as well that, okay, for some reason she says you were expecting her, that you're not surprised that she came through. You might be surprised with the apology or with what she's telling me, but she's telling me that you would not have been surprised that she would come through tonight because I hear from this lady, your mom, that you're expecting an answer, you're expecting a sign, and she's actually just showing me now as a symbol, you asking, like, show me a sign, tell me things are going to be fine, tell me I'm going in the right direction. I really hear something about, I don't like to use the word crossroads, but it's as if she's making me feel that you're waiting for a sign if you are going in the right direction. It's not just that things are going to be fine, it's am I on the right path? And she's very clear about what she's telling me here, so that's what I'm here. Okay, mother-in-law. Okay, that's fine. I did definitely get a mother for sure. Okay, thanks, Caroline. So now, feel free to top up. I'm just getting carry on a little bit with this lady because I think she's still kind of giving me a few things. I know as well that she's giving me. She's actually smiling at me and she says, she's making me laugh. She said, "Well, I didn't used to have such a good sense of humor when I was here. I kind of learned a little bit in the spirit world." And she also is making me feel that it's interesting how she blends with me and she's telling me for you, Caroline, that deep down you knew that she had your best interest at heart. But there is a sense of clumsiness with this lady, clumsiness on how I'm actually making myself, how she interacted with you in your life. She doesn't make me feel she was mean or anything, but I really feel there was a sense of clumsiness, and that sometimes she thought she was doing the right thing, but actually she wasn't. The end result wasn't correct, but I really get a feeling that she's telling you you're on the right path. So don't have any doubts. Remember, for those who don't know how I work, I'm not fortune telling or telling you what to do. I'm just really giving the messages from spirit, but she's encouraging you, and she's giving you that message of not giving up. You're closer than you think. You're closer than you think. You're really closer than you think, Caroline. And it's never too late, because she's also making me feel that you were thinking, oh, I'm too old now, or it's too late. And she says, please don't think that. This is nonsense. She's telling me this is nonsense. So she's giving out to me now. Okay. And I know as well, she brings with me a new tribe. I hear a new tribe. You're going to meet new people and she's using the word tribe. So there's going to be a new tribe, and I nearly want to say out with the old, in with the new, relationship wise with the tribe. Something is shifting in your energy and you're going to meet a new tribe. But I really get a sense of, I'm sorry, I've been clumsy. I didn't mean to be mean. I know, she's telling me for you. And also, again, she's coming back to the gratitude. She says, thank you, because you never really gave up on me. Debbie, if you feel, carry on.
When you spoke about her, I just got little glimpses of how she was just very creative, how she sat really still. There's a gentle chair that she sat in. I do get an imagery of, like, if there were to be a fireplace, and I just had this special chair where I was wearing floral and just the scent of her. So I feel like Carolyn is a very sensitive soul as well. So I know with her, she's someone that can also sense spirit, because she makes me feel a scent of her perfume is very present when she's close. I know that she's a woman of faith, because all of a sudden the Holy Spirit comes forward into my awareness. It's very interesting, but because when you started to speak to her, I had a gentleman that I wanted to acknowledge. So I know, like, glimpses of mom stepping forward, but I want to acknowledge the gentleman. I know you said this is your mother-in-law, so most likely she's acknowledging her husband or her significant other, So love to meet new friends. So wonderful for her to apologize. Yes. Because I do feel into her personality being a little bit stern. So there was an aggressiveness that came with her, but that makes me feel that it came with either some form of memory care or dementia or some illness that I feel like I was taking medication and I wasn't very present at the moment. It was almost like an agitation is the sense I get. So for that I'm sorry that you spoke of was just so great. Her heart just goes, thank you, Nadia. Like, there's this gratitude. And I feel like she's like, yes. And I feel like it was almost like, just trying to keep like that positive vibe, that distance, but yet she's present. I know that there's a lot of grief for the husband, because I feel like a lot of weight was on his shoulders, where he was trying to keep everybody together, or just this peace. Like, I just want peace. I just want things to be okay. I want things to be worked out. So I know there was a lot of pressure when you were managing her care. So please know that you never did anything wrong. I leave you with a lot of love. They say, look for the birds. I feel like either you just saw a bird in the tree not too long ago, a red cardinal. I want to go about 4 or 5 days ago. The chirpings kind of caught your attention. And so please know that is a presence of spirit totally with you. So I leave you with the love of your mother-in-law and just an acknowledgement of your husband and the work that you've all done as a family. So I thank you so kindly, Nadia, for bringing them forward. Richard, if we may, my husband's her son. Oh, God bless you. Yes.
Yeah. And she's just telling me now before she goes, so she said, start that class, start the class. So start, there is a new learning. And she said, just go for it, start the class. And she's smiling as she says it, because when she was here, she wouldn't have really encouraged you to do that type of classes, so whatever that is. But I feel she's smiling and she's winking at me saying, tell her to start the class.
Oh, I love that for her. She's so gifted. Carolyn, you're so I hear you're so attuned to the spirit world. And I feel like you're someone that leads with spirit. And I feel like you're someone walking that same path as Nadia and I. And there's just like a respect to the work that you do. And I want to say I love you, because either you haven't heard that in a while. So I just have to say and remind you that you are very loved. have robins. Beautiful. And so please know Spirit is with you. Thank you for the work that you do. Nadia, amazing job in starting us off. Richard, if we can
Thank
see
you.
who's
Thank you,
next. Thank
Caroline, for
you.
your beautiful
Thank you,
energy. Thank you to
Caroline.
your spirit.
Thank you kindly.
Oh, thanks, Millie. I've been told that before. It's very, very interesting to hear the French with a hint of Scottish and a lot of Irish now as well. A lot of Irishness. Thank you. You made my
Nadia is
night.
awesome. I love you, girl. You're so awesome. Okay, let's go, Richard. Let's see where we go. Loved, liked, shared, VIP. Thank you, Melanie.
Thanks, Melanie.
Thank you, Melanie, my love, for sharing. That's so
Thank
awesome.
you. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you. Limo de Pimo, thank you. Thank you, Christine
Thanks, Christine.
Davis. I love the purple flowers around you. Beautiful.
You
Thank
guys have lovely pictures. You put me to shame today.
They really do rock the love with their pictures. They're so
Thanks,
creative. Mandy Smith, thank you, love. Thank you, Stacy.
Thanks, Stacy.
Let's stay with Stacy. Let's go back with Stacy if we can, Richard, if you don't mind. Yeah, I like to see if we can. Stacy Fernan,
yeah.
yes. Yeah. I like to work with her, if I may. I definitely feel, Stacy, as I come to you, there's a lot of stuff that you're going through at this moment. I know that there's some heartache that you've been experiencing. I love that. Is this the picture that you have? I feel like, I don't know if this is a little doggy, but I want to acknowledge a doggy as well. Like you're a cat. Is it a cat? Let me pull it's a cat. I want to give you a little dog, like a spirit animal. Yeah, right? I definitely feel spirit animals around you. So I feel like you're someone who has this healing energy, this healing vibe that you actually embody. I feel that you keep this very private, so I don't feel that people know this about you, but I feel like you're highly intuitive and you're like this person that just like that intuition, like I know what's up, right? And I feel like as I bring this closer to you, I just feel like I want to push you out of your comfort zone. A lot of angels behind you, so you are someone who works with the angels or angel numbers, because I feel like, you know, when we're awakening, the numbers start to pop up and it's like 444, 333, and I feel like with you, you are so attuned with numbers. Like I feel like either you just looked at your watch or your clock and you're like, boom, okay, spirit, what we're gonna do today. So you really do follow the lead on your intuition. So congratulations to you. I did feel a woman that was stepping forward that was present for you. And I know this woman, as she comes close, all of a sudden there's a little bit of ache or pain with my leg is how I feel. I feel like I'm rubbing my leg just a second here. So I know this woman would have had a little headache because I feel like to my right side, I would have definitely had some weakness or some headache. Like as she comes closer and she sits with me, my breath is a little bit latent. So I'm just kind of like out of breath. So I know that she, at some point in her journey, she was very tired. I know that this woman says that she fought all she could. So there was some form of illness or some form of cancer that she definitely would have had. I'm going into the lung area is the sense I'm getting. It's like that breath is the feeling I get. So I know that it was difficult for her to breathe. As she sits with me, I feel like you were like her fighter. Like I feel like you were the person that would keep her strong. And I feel like you're that cheerleader to say like, keep going. And so this person is just saying like, I tried my best. I was holding on, like I was doing this, you know, it's the sense I get, like the baby steps to walk and to, you know, if I had to get a cane or had to get that walking stick, like I would do it because you were that cheerleader to say, keep going. I know that there is a memory that's coming close to me where I'm by the water. And I know that I love to look at a flow of water. I feel like either that I was in a chair or a wheelchair or sitting like a wheelchair setting. And I know that you would say, look, what do you see? So I know that there is a memory that you have with this woman as she shows me the flow of the water. The birds are flying and the sun is set. And so there's like the scenery is just so beautifully put in a way that leaves you in awe. She's at peace. So I feel like this is where you actually go, like a form of a place where you go and you have your own conversations as well with spirit. And so I know that as I touch into this, my right hand just gets a little bit of a subtle impression of a hand like connection here. So you feel presence. So I know when I come to you, presence comes really strong when they're working with you. There's a gentle breeze of the air that flows and it just kind of catches your attention. So you're very attuned to how they come. And so with that, she loves that. God bless you, which traveled to the heart. I definitely felt the leg. It went to my heart. I definitely want to go to the lungs with her as well. God bless you. So as she comes closer, I feel like, do you know, like on the Christmas trees, Nadia's, where you do like the popcorn and you're stringing the ornaments? I
Yeah.
feel like I have to talk about popcorn on a string, or like doing the tree. And I feel like her presence, or there's something on the Christmas tree that's in reference to her. So I have to acknowledge this as well. Would you understand this, Stacy? And Nadia, please jump in because I feel like you're
Yeah,
connecting now.
I feel, yeah, because I definitely feel the grandmother for sure. That's the lady. It's interesting because I connected to the lady as well straight away. But I feel with your grandmother,
It's like, oh, she's a
um,
care. She's a care.
with Gran here, Stacy. I know you said the blood clot that traveled to the heart, and I heard like an hemorrhage, so that makes sense. But I also have pain in my stomach. I know your Gran had some digestive issues because I feel very sick. So I'm not saying obviously this was a cause of any passing, but I really feel that she suffered from with digestive issues towards the end, and I know that she would have liked the food, but I know that really like even before she was sick, she did struggle to eat the types of food that she would have loved. And I know as well with your grandmother here that there is a strong caring energy, and there is something that she brings me which is very interesting. She says, even though I'm not the same generation as you, Nadia speaks to me and to you ladies, she said I was pretty open-minded and forward thinking for my generation. So I know that she's also encouraging you, and I know that you could have spoken to her. She would have been non-judgmental. And it's interesting because she's telling me now that she's keeping other people right in the spirit world because she doesn't like people who would judge other people. And she said it doesn't matter which generation we're coming from, we have to be open-minded. So I know in her own life as well that oh, okay, that makes sense because I felt quite sick with your grand.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
But I know as well with your grandmother that she suffered. I don't mean physically, but she suffered for some reason. She brings me to her own life, saying that she couldn't do what she wanted to do because she had to do what other people told, and also to keep appearances. And she's just to top up on what Debbie was saying. She's encouraging you to follow your path very strongly, and it's not like it's just a simple message here. She talks about her legacy as well, Stacy. It's as if like by following your path, you also kind of you're following her legacy of you doing what she could have not done. So it's a double reward. She's telling me she was a
Mm-hmm.
double reward, your reward, but also a reward in her name, if you wish. So
Mm-hmm.
I hope that makes some sense. But there
Yeah.
is something that you're not fulfilling here, Stacy. There is some sort of potential that you're not fulfilling, and I'm not talking about work here. I have to be honest. I'm talking about your personal potential, because she's telling me that your confidence has been really, really affected. And she gives me the word that we use a lot in Ireland, broken.
Oh.
Something broke you and broke your confidence, but also broke you and brought you really down. And I have the feeling that she's talking about the confidence is difficult to build again. But
Mm.
she really is encouraging you to follow your path, and it's a form of her legacy within that as well. And for some
Mm-hmm.
reason as well, she leaves me with something quite interesting, and I don't get that very often. But she's talking about a
Mm-hmm.
bench. So I don't know if there is something with her name, like in a memory. But if it's
Mm-hmm.
not a bench, it could be something with her name on it in her memory, and she would like that to happen.
Yeah, she's at a crossroads lately, weighing up on what path to take. So I know, like, when you were bringing that in, like, I definitely get the sense of love and like the heartache, and just like I want to give you that
Mhm.
additional love. Yes, I'm so sorry, sweetheart, but they
Sorry,
are.
sis. Yeah.
Yeah, they are working in and bringing that deeper healing with the grief that you're experiencing. And please know that love is an area that they're really working with you on. I know that the month of May and July were very significant because they also came in. So I feel like you went through something in May. I feel like maybe things didn't work out as planned, but in July they kind of like shifted. And so I want to give you the word believe and faith within thyself. And as the word we've been using today, trust. Like, your heart is so golden. Like, even if we use that word, you were broken down or something happened, you're not broken down. You're strong, you're in gold, and you're rocking it, girl. Just step into that power and keep moving forward, because all the work that you've done to cheer on all those that you cared for, they are cheering you on to step into that power and the next step of what feels right for you. So trust and empower that feeling of, I want to do this. And so I leave you with her love. Thank you so kindly. And let's
And
go to the next
Stacy,
song.
thanks, Debbie. And before you go, I also want to say that the toxic environment is fading away. Okay, it's not a word I use very lightly. Your toxic environment is fading away. So there will be a shift and there will be a change because she's bringing me as well the fact that the toxicity, the environment is gone.
Perfect. So that's so beautiful.
Thank
What a
you.
beautiful read. Thank you, Stacy.
Thank you, Stacy, for working with us.
Uh-oh. And we'll be right back as we go to a commercial. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to like. So much
Thanks,
love.
guys, so far.
Thank
Thank
you all
you.
for holding space.
Spiritual Psychics TV presents a wonderful evening of mediumship and trance. Our evening is hosted by Nick Brown with guests Bill Hughes, Glenda Marie, David Hale, and Minty May. Our exciting event is being held at the Little Port Village Hall, which is in Ely. The date for our magical showcase is Saturday the 9th of September. The price is only £10, which includes refreshments. For ticket information, please visit myspiritualevents.com.
Are you planning a paid spiritual event, or looking for something to do this weekend? Then visit myspiritualevents.com. You can browse the listing, view the event details, watch a YouTube clip, look at a mini gallery, select dates and times, pay for tickets using PayPal or your debit card. Organizers can register for free and start selling tickets within minutes, be it for their online or in-person spiritual event. As an organizer, you will have access to your own admin dashboard, which will display information such as your income and your bookings, all in a simple and user-friendly display. It's free to use. Join and upgrade to an organizer. Come and visit us at myspiritualevents.com.
Being Spiritual with Ashley Robinson. The show starts from 8 p.m. tonight. Ashley offers his own insight to spiritualism and the philosophy behind it, along with answering your questions. This Sunday from 11 a.m., Wimbledon Spiritualist Church hosts the Divine Service, with online and on-location readings.
Welcome back. What a beautiful morning, evening, wherever you are in the world. Nadia, you are such a beautiful soul holding space for spirit.
Thank you, Debbie. Likewise. You're
you.
just so inspiring, you're full of energy and, spirit loves that. So there you go.
I love spirit. I love the energy, the vibration of it all. Just keeps us going, and with all that energy that we got a VIP coming on Sunday. Tickets are going fast, y'all. Me and Miguel Gonzalez. Say it again. Oh, okay, hold on. Let's rewind that. Let's rewind that. You have another VIP coming in September, and there is there. Oh, you guys are so busy in this SPTV world. I can't keep up. You have so many different events happening. I can't keep up. You guys are amazing. Okay, so let's do this over. Let's rewind. Let's rewind. Okay, Ashley's next after me. Step one. You have tickets that are open, that are going quick in September. So get your ticket for that mediumship trance. And then VIP with Miguel Gonzalez and I on Sunday. Come join us. So lots of things to look forward to. I can't keep up. I missed 1 week and I'm behind. So let me catch up, y'all. You guys follow SPTV they're on all platforms. Get the details. Don't miss out. Thank you, Richard. Yes. Woo! I was sick for a week, but that brain was processing it. Special event with Ashley, meeting your guides. I'm gonna come. I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna sit there. I'm gonna listen. I like Ashley. I love to watch him flow, so you guys don't miss out. Don't leave anywhere. Okay, Mr. Richard. Let's see who we have in the house. Deborah Long, thank you for sharing. Thank you
Thanks,
so
Deborah.
kindly for sharing. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth. Beautiful hair, my love. Beautiful smile. Thank you for sharing.
Thanks, Dee.
Dee. Thank you, Mijita. Thank you for sharing. Yo, Mr. Bew Hughes. I love him. Thank you for
Thanks.
sharing the stream, my friend. Thank you for always checking on me.
Thanks,
Oh, my
Monica.
Monica. Thank you, girl. Thank you, my friend, for sharing. Thank you from Canada, Andrea from Canada sharing. Okay.
The first lady, I felt drawn to this. Is it my turn or your turn? Sorry, Debbie.
You go ahead. No, you already got it. First lady. Who's the first lady? Where do we go?
No, sorry, not Deborah. No, the one with the lovely hair, blonde hair. Sorry.
Oh, the curly hair.
Elizabeth. Hi, Elizabeth. Sorry. I was mesmerized by your hair, Elizabeth, so I called you the lady with nice hair. So now, Elizabeth, I was drawn to your picture, I feel a gentleman. But before going, sorry, I'm actually losing my voice now. Before going to the gentleman that I feel, I just want to tell you as well that very interesting enough, things are going to shift here, Elizabeth, and it's definitely out with the old and with the new, but we're going beyond that now. The spark is going to come back into your eyes, because what I'm hearing is like the spark is gone. So she's got beautiful hair, beautiful face, but the spark, it was gone for a while, and I just feel the need to tell you the spark is going to come back. Things are going to change, and it's going to be quite like a 360-degree change. You know, it's not like, we're not talking about buying a new fridge or buying a car. It's a big step. It's a big change. And as I'm actually talking to you, I'm feeling very emotional now. And I know I have a gentleman stepping forward here. And I know this gentleman makes me feel, okay, I know I feel very unwell with this gentleman, but I feel as well that I'm very close to you from spirit, and I do feel someone like a father, or somebody who would have been like a father to you, because he's giving me that fatherly love. And I feel with this gentleman, yeah, I'm being very unwell, and I know there was some sort of heart condition, because I feel a quick passing with the gentleman I'm connecting with at the moment. But I know that there was an underlying condition. But what took him to the spirit world, the way he describes it to me, is the art, the heart. Because I feel I'm really going very quickly, and I feel as well that where he's from spirit is making me smile now. And he says, I thought I would have passed from something else with the underlying conditions I had. And the irony, seriously, my heart just stopped, you know. And he's actually, I know the gentleman would have had quite an interesting sense of humor, because he laughs about this the way he passed. So, and I know as well that he loved to be out the door, he loved to be outside. And for some reason here as well, when he talks about the heart, I know the heart is stopping, and I know this is happening outdoor, not in his home, the way he describes it to me. It's as if either he's walking and we're trying to help him, we're trying to revive him, but it's too late. So I don't know if that makes any sense, but it's definitely the gentleman that I get with a heart condition. And I know I'm not in my home. And I know that this happens quite unexpectedly, Elizabeth. And I'm trying to catch my breath now, because that's what is making me feel. And I'm very restless. And as this happens, it's as if it's taking me, okay, sorry, I know, but do you hopefully you understand the fact that he would have been a brother, a father, because he came with the fatherly energy. So if it's not your father, no problem. But I know that this father energy was important to him. And I know with this gentleman as well, that, as I said, as this happened, everything stops, not just the heart, but obviously I can't move. People are speaking to me. Somebody's talking to me to see if I'm conscious, and he can hear them. He's making me feel I could hear, but I couldn't answer. And there was a little delay before he passed. And I feel with this gentleman as well, He's bringing strength here to you, but he's bringing strength to the family because, as I said, he's giving me the word. Again, you know, we learn all the time when we work with spirit. That's why I love mediumship so much. We get new information every time about how we work. And he's using something that I never really use, like it's a cellular, things are changing at a cellular level. So it's not a small change. So, and he's telling me, be ready. I'm giving you strength, he's saying, because things are really changing and shifting. And I know, as I said, this gentleman would have a good sense of humor and quite dry sense of humor sometimes because, as I said, he jokes about his own passing. So that makes, he's smiling at me. And he's also telling me that you know what it's like. But I feel as well, now bearing in mind, I'm not a doctor or a GP or anything like that, but he's bringing my attention to a checkup. And if it's not you in the family, because I hear the word checkup, I hear the word blood test, and I hear the word it would be either a scan or something like a scan. So now I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to go into anything medical, but I hear that there is a checkup upcoming. If you don't know about it, it's upcoming. And he's telling me not to worry. Okay, again, not a doctor, but he makes me feel not to worry. And he's also mentioning, he's mentioning the sleepless night as well. I hear sleepless night, and I hear that troubled mind, sleepless night, and this is going to settle as well. This is linked to a period of deep change. And he wouldn't be the last one to enjoy good food as well, because I hear now I can see him enjoying food, and for some reason he makes me feel that when he wasn't here on Earth, right, okay, right, okay, that's great, thanks, Elizabeth. And I hear as well that maybe when he was here on the Earth plane, somebody would have given out about what he was feeding himself with, and he says, now I don't care, I'm enjoying the food. So feel free to top up, Debbie, if you want.
I feel like you did an amazing job. Yeah, no, it's beautifully said and beautifully done. I definitely could feel into the heartache that you're experiencing at this moment, and in the shifts that you spoke of, I could feel into that as well. He did show me some documents, and whether you're working, I feel like he was somebody who was very active when it came to legal documents. He was very smart. He would dress very well, so I know he was very well educated, and I feel like he's stepping in to help you with whatever you're going through. Anything that has a signature, it's like, I want to give you that clarity to see, like, I want to make sure, like me and Nadia, we put our glasses on, like really looking at the fine print, whether this is in reference to things that you're going through on a personal level. He's very, very much aware and present with your situation. And so he's just helping you with the documents. I know there's a feeling of like, I'm sorry also coming in, so that there's this feeling of wanting to help you, because it's almost like, family wanting to be there, the support, like I want to support you. But it's interesting because I know that you have this brother, but I want to bring a mother as well forward for you. I definitely know what this woman is coming in with a blanket of protection. This is someone that is like I hear grandma, but I also feel, so she's acknowledging that she's a grandmother as well. And I feel like when she comes closer, this is someone that you would have called or spoke to, or you would have picked up the phone, because she makes me feel that there's been some recent tears that you've been experiencing and that you just wanted to pick up the phone. She gives me the month of September, so I know that the month of September is also significant for you as well. She does make me feel that there was some falls in some period of her journey, so I know I would have fallen at some point. So there was a little bit of imbalance that came with her as well. She also gives me the impression where I would have had some issues where I could not speak. So there were some words that were unsaid, but she definitely feels that you made a very beautiful connection with her on a soul-to-soul level, where you were able to connect with her through your eyes. I know that the month of May is also significant as well, because this is where things have shifted for you as well. And as she comes closer to me, I feel like with her, there's a symbolic symbol of a cross. So either you see crosses or you recognize crosses, cross in reference to her as well. I feel like you either just had some words that you either had to write, and whether this is in her honor, you wrote some words in her honor, and you were just writing things of like what to say or what to speak. And so for that, she was very present at the eulogy of when you were going to speak. I do feel again the faith with this woman because the dove comes forward. So there's a bird that comes forward as well. And so as you're going through these changes, she's just stepping forward to support you because of the love of that motherly connection. Yes, grandmother, but feels very much like a mom as well. So she also had that motherly connection with you. And I feel like all of a sudden I want to be baking with her. Like I really want to have these like chocolate chips. And I feel like with you, you're in the kitchen and you can smell this, and it's just that scent of smell that comes. It just reminds you of home. So she's trying to. I'm sorry. So I know that she's bringing in that love into your home. I'm so sorry. I'm in a whole nother world with your grandmother because she was such an amazing communicator. So with her love, the love of your brother-in-law, and the love of spirit, may your path be blessed with so much goodness and love. And I thank you, Elizabeth, for just letting us.
And thanks, Elizabeth. And I'm just going to add that I know your brother-in-law, the gentleman, he sends me a plane, so you're going to travel as well. And I don't mean just for holidays. There is a longer trip. And I don't mean just holidays. So you might have to go and see somebody, or you might have to go. It's a longer distance flight. Not like a regional or a. It's a longer distance flight. So just take a note of that. Thanks for.
Oh,
Thanks
I
for
love
everything.
traveling. Woohoo! Get it, girl. Thank you, Elizabeth, so much.
Thanks, Elizabeth.
Thank you for sharing. Let's roll them. When we're in the flow of spirit, that link just takes us. And so I was in that journey with the love of spirit right now. So thank you. You got to witness Debbie coming back after a week of not working. Melanie, thank you so much for the love. Thank you. Beautiful.
Thanks,
glasses.
Melanie.
Yeah, please could have a reading, Serena. I want to go to Serena just a bit.
Millie. No, it's your turn. It's your turn now, Debbie.
No, you got Millie. You're the guest. You go for it, baby. Because I've
no clue why, but I just got Millie. I don't know if it's your hair, because I love your hair. I'm jealous of the curls, Millie.
I love it.
Mine are not that nice. Okay, now Millie, let's see where we go. I just heard I need to go to you. So here I feel. Very good. Thanks, Elizabeth. Lovely. Oh no, we're not gifted. I never say I'm gifted. I work with them, and they make sure we get it right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks. So Millie, first of all, I don't know if you're looking into a new direction, in the sense I get new learning with you. First of all, to start with, I get new learning. I get a new path. I get you need to upskill. This is what I hear to start with. There is a change of direction in a learning curve. So you're going to learn something. You have a new topic that you're going to learn that you didn't think of up to now. And what I want to say is I encourage you to really think about it, because to me, it can really bring a wealth of knowledge to your life. There is really that new learning that to me is very important. Now let's see where we're going there. That's what I feel. So I feel here, Millie. Okay. I have a lady stepping forward for you here. And I feel that the way the lady steps forward is very motherly. I feel drawn more to a grandmother, but I'll see where this goes. And the way she's coming is, she's telling me, forget about me for now. I need to talk to her. And she's making me feel that you've been through a lot and that you did not get enough support in your life. So I don't mean just the daily worries of life, but I mean, being a trauma specialist myself, without going into anything specific, I feel there's been quite a traumatic life behind, and she's making me feel that from the spirit world, she's making sure that you're moving forward. And she's also telling me, using my own therapeutic language, to say you're not an unfortunate victim, but an ingenious survivor. And she gives me the word survivor, Millie. So hopefully that makes sense to you. But I very, very much feel someone like a grandmother here stepping forward, and she says, at least now from where I am, I can encourage you and I can help you. And she's giving me second chances, Millie. It's a second chance. So when she actually brought me to that new learning or new path, and it's leaving. There you go. So there is definitely something. Thank you. There's something new, but you're also gonna upskill there, and I feel as well now. Again, remember, I'm not fortune telling, guys. Don't shoot the messenger. But oh, lovely. Yeah, because I really felt a grandmother here, but I also feel that sorry, I was going to say, oh yeah, um I hear keep going, but at some stage, Millie, remember that you're going to work for yourself. Okay. Okay, yeah, very good. And she's telling that this is behind you now, Millie. Okay, it's behind you, and as I said, you're moving forward. But remember as well, she's talking about a side hustle that might become your main income at some stage in the future, not just now. She's still talking about a side hustle. So I don't know if you maybe have a job already, but she's encouraging you to start, if not already started, a side hustle. The side hustle is going to grow. This is, and she's telling me as she speaks to me, and I love her energy. She's an amazing woman, and she's telling me this is a revenge for you on life. You're going to show them. You're going to show them how fierce you are and what you can achieve. And she's making me feel again here when she says them. There's people in the family as well as people outside of the family, but she's really referring to them in a way that they never believed that you could make something out of your life. And this is very strong. I'm not like, it's a very strong language, but she's telling me you're going to prove to them, not that you don't need to, but you're going to show them who you are, because there is that fierceness, and not just because you've got lovely red hair, by the way, but
Yes.
that fierceness in you that is it's your survival mechanism. It's a good survival mechanism, because that is going to help you not to give up. And this is what Grant brings here, Millie. She says, I'm bringing my fierceness in you. You've got this. So remember
Mm-hmm.
the side hustle. Something is going to grow, but not just yet. So, take calculated risks, not just yet. All right? Um,
Gosh, so
carry on, Debbie.
powerful. Powerful, Millie and Nadia in spirit. Your grandmother's energy was like a force. Like I could feel into that. Like she was that go getter. Get in the car, we're going. Let's go do what we got to do. Us kids, when we're little, we're like, I don't want to go. And we're dragging our feet. I don't want to go. But I could feel like she's got you in that car and you're going for the ride, girl. So I could see that. Thank you. So excited about the new path. Yes, this makes sense. I have a lot of haters from my past and never believed I would too.
Well
Well,
done,
God
girl.
bless you, girl. Congratulations. I'm excited for you. Nadia, that energy that you brought forward, I was like, yeah, let's
I know I
go.
couldn't stop. I couldn't stop. I had to slow down myself. So
Yeah.
apologies with
Right.
my all my accents. If anything, isn't it like if you're losing it, ask me, guys.
But that's the power that there's the power that comes in that vibration when we speak, and that power comes to you to ignite that fire to keep going. So Millie B, bless you, girl. I ain't got to add to that. Nadia handled it. I just felt into it. I was like, ooh, yes, girl. Let's roll them, Richard. Let's keep that fire going.
And just remember as well before I go, yeah, I mean this is very 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 corny, but not everything that shines is gold. So that, but she's bringing me to romance here. I'm not gonna go deeper into personal stuff. So
Get it,
just
girl.
remember romance. Just make sure that there's no illusions. Okay? I'm sure
I
you know
will.
what I'm talking about. Take care,
Oh,
Lily. Thank
lots
you.
of love, baby girl. And that fire of that hair. Love is in the air today, that's for sure. I love. Love
Oh
is in
God, if
the
I
air.
start singing, you're all gonna go home.
I love
God save
it.
us. God save us.
Oh, well, we started early. We can't help it. We're ending with music.
You
Not
choose,
ending,
Debbie. You
but you're
choose, Debbie. You choose.
okay. Let's stay with Jenny. Jenny Maureen. Hello, Jenny girl. I love the glasses. I love the smile. And I know that when I come to you, a guy just comes to my awareness immediately. Very interesting because I feel like I'm wiping my nose. So I'm not a doctor nor am I diagnosing, but I definitely get the sense that there's some allergies happening with you, girl. So either you've been having some allergies because this gentleman is bringing this awareness to me as well. He thinks it's kind of funny because it's like, you're like wiping your nose, and he thinks so. He's kind of a character where he would laugh. So I get the sense that his personality is very fun. I get the sense that he's also someone who has been in some type of service, would have been in the military at some point, because I feel like I have some type of suit or some type of outfit that I'm wearing to go to work. There's a lot of respect and honor that comes to you. I know that in your thinking, you're thinking granddad. So I know in your thinking granddad, but let's see what he can give forward, because I definitely feel it's a gentleman, feels very much like a father, but I also had to acknowledge granddad as well. As this person comes closer, I feel like I have the love of dogs. And so I feel like you're also someone that connects with animals as well. So I also have into my awareness a dog that comes closer. And this dog makes me feel that there was a lot of grief on the loss of this dog. So I feel like this is a dog that you've connected to. I feel like when I allow this dog to come closer, there's this routine that you have, like you go out and you feed this dog, and you're going out there, and it's like there's something going on with the chest of like this dog. And so I know that the dog started to either eat something that it wasn't supposed to. So I have to acknowledge this as well, Jenny, if you don't mind. I definitely want to say that you're very free spirited. I feel like you just have this like open road of like all this freedom and all this like opportunity of like, what do I do? Where do I go? So as we speak on travel, if you've been wanting to travel, I say do it. Very interesting, because I do get the sense like I want to go to Granddad. That's what I was thinking. Granddad, thank you. And so I know that as he comes closer, he's talking about travel. I don't know if you've been wanting to go to Australia, but I wanted to use the word Australia. Our Basset Hounds pass. God bless you, because I feel this dog very, very close, and I can feel the grief and just the love that you had, the routine that you got up. And I feel like he's showing me this dog. It's like you have a mirror where you have your pictures on, like some type of dresser. And I definitely feel that you have a picture there that he's acknowledging. So it's almost like you have this little altar or some type of like a sacred space that you've created for spirit, and they love that because you're remembering them, you're including them. And so I feel like this dog is just so grateful to be part of that experience with you. If you haven't yet talked to spirit animal, like in a spirit animal way, I want to give that to you as well. So I feel like opening up that new door to communicate, animal communication, like I want to bring that to you, because I feel like you're wondering like, wow, how can this be? And it's like, it's just like spirit. So it's just like spirit. And just start to welcome in that animal closer, because I feel that you also are a woman of knowledge and wanting to learn and to grow. And so with the simple intention to welcome them, that's what I'm hearing now. Granddad is saying, you can do this. You're unstoppable. You just keep going. As this gentleman comes closer, he gives you the strength. So sometimes it's like, how did I just do that? Like if you were, I feel like there was a situation, you were at a pub or something, and you just kind of went like, whew, like you just showed him your like, don't mess with me vibe. Your granddad was right next to you, because that frequency, that vibration is what fires through you, is the spirit of your grandfather, father here. And I feel like there's a respect that comes to your father as well. So there was something there, not being able to express some words, not being able to say goodbye. And the feeling of me having to acknowledge your dad is just, my heart is just grateful. So your grandfather is just grateful to your dad and family, because I feel like when I needed to rest, they gave him a place to rest. When I needed to eat, there was a place to eat. So I felt like my well-being was very well cared for by the family. I feel like the family is about like he's the matriarch, the love and the connection of the dog. So he has the dog, so the dog is there. And I feel like the dog just comes in and just gives you a gentle kiss around the legs. So if you're ever feeling energy around your legs, please know that that is also your doggy coming in. And as I get closer to this, whatever discomfort or worry that you've been experiencing, please know that the dog is here to uplift that for you. I feel like you just made your bed, and it's like you're that whole, military, like I could throw a quarter on it, and it's so like clean, and it's like so well done. And I feel like the dog would jump in on it and mess it up. And I feel like I want to get on there, but I'm too short and I can't get up. For whatever reason, I feel like your bed is too high. And I get the sense that this dog will come under the covers with you while you're in bed and you're reading your book and you're learning. This dog is coming to give you that comfort when you're a little bit worried or overthinking. Just know that connection is to give you that extra confidence to keep going. I want to give you education again. So either if you've been thinking of going into enrolling in school, like you're passing your things. So like if you're worried about a test, I hear the word pass. So please know that Spirit is helping you, acknowledging your journey with education. It feels like education is a big part for you. And so keep going, girl. Don't stop. Lots of love for you. I know Nadia's picking up some stuff, so I'm going to pass it to
Yeah,
Nadia.
it's interesting because we talked about travel, and this is going to sound mad. What is mad? I I don't hear just I don't feel just travel. I hear relocation as well. So I
Mm.
have a feeling that again, I'm not fortune telling, but I don't know if you've been thinking about living somewhere else for a while. I'm not saying, we don't know. I mean, nobody knows how long we can live somewhere else. But I feel that, I'm very much into that energy of like relocating as well for a while. So it could be for work, could be for studies, but I know because I keep hearing you've outgrown your environment. I just feel like I've outgrown the environment, and I even get pain now in my hips and weird. And my pain in my hips, it's like these emotions are trapped, and I feel I'm like conflicted. So I don't know if that makes sense, but I definitely feel that um, follow your gut on that, because there's a sense of outgrowing your environment here, Jenny. So I'll leave that with you. As I said, I'm not fortune telling. I just feel like that you're kind of wondering, is there all there is? Explore, carry on exploring. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks
Yeah.
very much, Jenny.
Thank you, Jenny. Beautiful. You're just a beautiful soul. So keep studying, keep going. Lots of love to you from your doggy, from Spirit, and your grandfather. Um, Such an honor, Nadia, and having you on a guest today on SPTV. Thank you, Richard, for opening up the platform.
Thanks, Jenny.
Thank you all who tuned in. Before we close, Nadia, where can people find you and what you're offering?
So, well, if you put my first name and my surname on and Dublin next to it, you'll find me. There's only one person called like this in Ireland, so you can't miss me. You'll find my Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, and my website is www.nbhypnotherapy-mindcoaching.com. Feel free to WhatsApp, email, and what am I offering? To help people believe in themselves and just tap in their own resources and help them navigate the rocky terrain of grief as well with my grief programs.
It's a beautiful program. I love sending people your way. So you are an amazing
Thank you.
soul. Thank you for just sharing your time here for Spirit
It's an
and for the
honor. Thank you,
community.
guys. Thank you, Richard.
Thank
Thank you, Debbie.
you.
And thank you to the audience. But thank you to the
Thank
most
you.
important, Spirit.
Yes, and thank you all for holding space. It's great to be back on SPTV. We'll see you next week with my girl. We'll see you We'll see you next week with my girl Kelly Brickle as we do some numerology, mediumship, and don't forget to don't hang up because Ashley is next when he talks about the guides. So let's go. I will be watching from the other side. So have a beautiful rest of your weekend, Friday, wherever you are in the world. So much love to you.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank Laurelie for the nice message to everybody. Thank you, an honor.
Thank
Thanks, guys.
you. Bye.
Take care. Bye bye.